why do you still feel the void, although you make lots of money in your business, in your career? But that emptiness seems to be there all the time. Today I want to explain one of the ways you can resolve this concern, okay? The reason why that you feel unfulfilled, most likely, probably it is because you have been chasing money or image. Because this society is a mean place sometimes. When you don't have certain things, people judge you. And I understand that. So you spend 10 or 20 years of your life trying to prove to others that you're worth something and that you can make it. And obviously you made it, but you realize it is not what you exactly want. It is great, like you have the life you want, but you still feel the void. Then you are right now you are in a great position to discover this as well. Even if you have nothing, you can still watch this video. And I think if you have nothing, it is a blessing, because you can try so many things in your life without any other concerns. So, okay? It is important to have a purpose in your career, in your business. It can be any purpose. And the best, that purpose can benefit other people, okay? You go beyond yourself. When you go beyond yourself, you find more meaning in life, according to the research. So, because according to research, one of the most important factors to create a meaningful life is contribution. Okay? When you have a purpose ties to your career, purpose, I will use myself as an example. So I have a business. We restore books. We sell supplies. So the reason why we restore books is because we want to see we want to see the books can be passed down to next generation, and can stay in the history. Okay, so the purpose of building this business is to save books. So this is the goal. The goal of this business is to save books. So in the beginning of my career, I might just save 1 or 2 books, but I might still have like 10 years to build this up, or 5-10 years to build this business up. But in the beginning, very beginning of the journey, I might just save 1 or 2 books. But although I only save 1 or 2 books, but I know I'm on the way to save more books. I might want to save X amount of books. Then if I want to save more books, I might need to get some people in to help me, etc. But this is going to, So this is going to be a long journey, but I know I'm heading to the right direction, okay? So this is the goal. And you save book, as you save more books, you make money to keep your business sustainable, and you can use the money to achieve other goals as well, to make a meaningful life, the life you want, okay? But if your purpose, if your goal, just maybe like where you are now, I don't know what's your situation. I assume that you feel empty. So that's why you're watching this video, right? So if your goal right now, your goal in your business or career is to make money because you want to have a comfortable life, you don't want to be judged, or etc., for all sorts of reasons. So your only goal is to make money. Then you can be in any career. The reason why I'm using my career because it's just easier for me to make an example, and you can relate to yourself. In the beginning of your journey, you might save 1 or 2 books, and then you got into this industry because somehow you got in, and you can make money from the industry, so therefore you are in. Then in the beginning of a journey, you save 1 or 2 books, and then you have a goal of making money in mind in the beginning of your journey. So if you only save 1 or 2 books in the very beginning, what will happen? Most likely you will feel unsatisfied. You will be feeling this is not enough money. I want more. And then you might face difficulties of getting clients because it's a rare trade. So what would happen? You give up. You give up. You have a few options. You give up. You give up. The second option is you keep trying. Keep trying. It depends. Some people they if they have money in mind, most likely they are going to change the direction. Change direction. If they see Freddie. Their neighbor Freddie is making lots of money from selling something, then they might change their job to Freddie's job. And we call this a shiny object syndrome. You don't particularly have a clear direction. You just see whatever can make you money. You go for it. And that is dangerous because in the end of the day, you somehow you don't have direction. Although I can tell you, if you have shiny object syndrome, once you have lots of money, you are most likely to feel purposeless because after you have what you need and you still don't have direction. You can shop around and then buy everything you want, but for what? Because you want to pursue higher purpose. We have soul. We want to pursue more. We always want more. We want to be happy. We find we want to find ways to make us happy. And in general, we are brainwashed into to make lots of money, and owning lots of things is the only way to make us happy. Because every day you are watching TV, and the TV shows keep telling us that you need to have this car, you need to have this bag, you need to have this house in order to make you happy, so that you have a beautiful life. Because they want to sell you something. That is the reason why you are seeing all this advertising, and they are not necessarily the factors to make you happy if you really think through it. And I'm saying it's like, if you have enough to eat, if you have a place to live, if your life is comfortable, you're not worrying about anything basic. Basically, it should be enough for you. But due to the advertising, it makes you feel like you are lacking of something, and you have this lack in your mind that I don't have enough, but in fact you have enough, but you are brainwashed. Okay. So what happens is when you have a shiny object syndrome towards to your career, you are more, and you are in the bookbinding industry or any industries that you think is shiny, you're more likely to give up. You're more likely to give up. The reason is the you don't have a clear reason why you're doing this. So when you face the difficulty of getting clients, you just think, oh, I can't get, I don't know how to get, I don't want to do it, I just want to make money. Do you understand? So you gotta find ways to make money instead of finding ways to save more books. So that is the reason why having a clear purpose also can make you more successful. The reason is, I want to share this. This is such an important thing. Having a clear purpose can make you more successful because everything you do, it counts. You serve 1 or 2 clients, I just serve 1 or 2 clients, I'm so happy. You will forget about money. It's not because money is not important. You probably make really good money. But what your focus is on, I just save 1 or 2 books and I can save more books. And then maybe you do a social media post to share this joy. And the people see your joy, the joy of serving clients. And then you get more clients. People see that you care about what you do. And that is how you attract other people, attract other clients in your life. If you serve 1 or 2 clients, or let's say if your goal is to make money and then you serve 1,000 clients, you find ways to serve 1,000 clients and then you make lots of money. You go on social media, instead of sharing this joy of saving book, you share about you just make lots of money and then you buy something to show off, to show people I made it or something. How do you feel? You might feel good for a moment, but you what you count is the moment of approving yourself. You are seeking for approval. And the most likely, you are probably quickly become unsatisfied. Because let's say you spend 2 years, really good time, you spend 2 years to serve 1,000 clients, which is quite amazing. And you achieved great things, and then you only celebrate this moment. You celebrate only this moment. This moment you purchase something that other people can't quite purchase. You only celebrate this moment. This moment. And then what happened after this moment? According to the psychology, we adapt to anything that we have. No matter what you have, you adapt to it. So you want more. You think, oh, this is not enough. Let's serve 1,000 clients in another 2,000 clients in 1 year. And so you celebrate another moment. And then still you feel not enough. Because what? Because of what? What's the reason you have a goal of making money? Do you think why? Why do you need to make money? Because you want to prove to other people, because you want to chase image. Maybe what you are really chasing behind making money is the image. The great image that you want to give to people. The approval. Of course, we still want approval when we are saving, but we want to feel significant. But what I say is when your focus is just purely on approval, it's very dangerous. It's super dangerous. Because when you're chasing image approval without any clear purpose attached to it, you're getting lost. You thought you are on the right direction, you're not. You're getting lost on how can I make more people liking me? How can I get more good image? How can I get image approval? Yeah, and how can I I would say these 2 are the main thing. There are many other ways. So, but these two things are the foundation of it. The foundation of why do you try to make lots of money without clear purpose? Because you're chasing approval and the image. The problem with this is when you're chasing money, approval and the image, you never get satisfied. Never get satisfied. Never get satisfied. The reason is you always have more money to make. You always have more image to chase. The image change, and if you don't get enough approval from the people around you, you never get satisfied. What your inner worth is coming from the outside resources, from the image and approval. Because the image and the approval, you need to gain them from outside, from outer world. You never get satisfied. But if you know your focus is on saving books, your focus is on the books. Of course, you still need to make client happy, right? But their focus is on the books. I created a good book, and the client, they are happy. I know I am doing the things that I want to do. I have achieved the things that I truly want to achieve. So this is more of inner happiness. You have clear purpose and that you control your happiness within yourself, because you are not trying to make someone happy or getting their approval. Okay, so I hope this is. I think this is another layer of explanation about purpose and career, and I truly hope this is going to help you. Why do I make this video? I think lots of people are getting lost. They don't know where are they going. They look at other people's life. They wonder, have they done the right thing? Are they good enough? And I want to say, no matter where you are, maybe in the past, you are chasing something that you actually don't know what you were chasing for. And right now you have the realization. Congratulations to you. You know, I want to bless you. I want to see you happy. And I want you to know your worth. Your worth is not tied to how other people see you. Your worth is not tied to how much money you have. And I think having your worth tied to how much money you have, although right now you might have a lot what other people don't have, but I believe that you can feel the bitterness within you. Why? Because you are always comparing. You are always measuring yourself against other people. That is the reason why you are so miserable. That is a reason why you never feel satisfied, because you don't have you are not centered. You are not centered within who you are, who I want to be. How can I contribute? What is my worth? Who I am. If you always tie, if you always tied your self-worth to outside resources, you will never get satisfied. I tell you one. Another example is another thing is, you might be very active right now in the business world or in your career. You have great success. How about after you are 60 or 70, after you retired? How about that? Have a think. Are you going to keep active and keep doing things? Because once you retired, your life will be different. You can't no longer. Maybe one day you keep working until you are 80, but after 80, you don't have that energy anymore to compete with someone who is in their 40s and having a great career, because you don't have that energy. So it's really important that you don't tie your self-worth to outer resources, because you are easily getting disappointed. And do you really want people to see you from their perspective? From the perspective of, if you don't have enough money, I don't want to know you. If you don't drive this car, I don't want to know you. Do you know how miserable that feeling is? To know that this world that we are living in is all based on money and the power and the other things. I'm not saying money and the power is not important. I'm not saying that. I want to say when you chase right direction and the purpose, it will give you money and the power as well. It will give you will attract more people when you have a clear goal and a purpose. I'm serious. You don't have to have making money in order to be successful. Seriously, when you have a purpose and a goal, you attract more people. Even you are posting a little thing about your little achievement, people will recognize you because of what? It's not because you have better image. It's because people can feel that you care. When you care, people feel it. And I don't have a lot, but every time when I do something with the heart of caring, and I know I truly care, I got into TEDx talk. I got in the things that I think I could never get in. Why? Because I care. When you care, you get a job. When you care, you get a client. When you care, you make the money. But when you only care about money, some people who truly care about what do you actually care about them, they don't want to give you business. Because they know your focus is on the money only. Once you get a client, you piss off. Do you understand what I mean? So you can still make great money. And this is such a plus, because when you chase a right goal, having a purpose in mind, deeper purpose in mind, you're not only having a direction. You don't wake up with the void, with the emptiness. You don't feel like you need to drag yourself to work. And of course, some days are difficult, right? Some days are just genuinely difficult. Sometimes I just have to wake up, okay, I have to do a job. But I really enjoy explaining to you. This is my purpose. My purpose is to help people feel confident in their own skin. This is my book. So I used to struggle with my appearance in Taiwan. And when I moved to Australia, I realized beauty is not a universal truth. And each culture has different beauty standards. So that's the reason why I wrote this book to explain to you how I discovered myself, how I came to Australia, how I started the business, how I regained my body confidence. So if you are looking for purpose, this is a great book for you. Also, that's it. I think I have explained enough today. If you have any questions, please, just drop a comment and I will reply back to you.